For the past few weeks, we've been spending most of our time immersing ourselves in nature here in the Philippines. After spending a few days in the craziness of Manila, we landed in a small town called Port Barton on the Palawan Island. Time has begun to feel like it's slowing down here in Port Barton. There is no rushing or any hurrying. The concept of being late merely exists. The slowness of living and closeness to nature is what I find myself craving the most in this life. And with that, I can't help but think back to what life had felt like just a couple of months ago in the city. I feel like it's easy to forget sometimes when we are surrounded by constant noise, busyness, working, even just going outside for 5 minutes of your day can work wonders for your mind. So I encourage you to take a few minutes out of your day to make some time to go outside and feel the sun on your skin. Leave your phone behind. Listen to the sounds of nature or dogs barking, and just create a little personal time for yourself. On our way hiking to the waterfalls, it started to rain, and so now we're just kind of waiting the rain out. The sun should be coming back out though in just a few minutes. It seems to rain at least once a day here in the Philippines, which makes sense because it's so green and lush. Okay. So it has started to rain significantly harder now, but this tree is being our natural umbrella and keeping us dry, or I should say pretty dry. I think one of the main things that I've noticed going from cities to smaller towns, more surrounded by nature, back to cities, back to nature, that people in the cities seem a lot more stressed than the people living out near a beach or near the mountains, by waterfalls. I think that is probably a common correlation that a lot of people see in their lives. But it's definitely something that I'm always constantly reminded of, especially living back home in a city that's pretty busy. having days surrounded by nature, your mentality and your mind, the state of your mind really starts to shift. I just found all these mushrooms growing off this log and they're so cool. I recently saw this video on Instagram and this girl had this device where she put little cables onto mushrooms that she found out in the forest, and they were connected to headphones, and they played this frequency that the mushrooms are just emitting, but our human ears can't detect. But with this little device, it was a symphony of just the most beautiful noises you've ever heard. It was so cool. This place is so amazing. So interesting the way I feel inside my body when I'm in a city versus when I'm out here in nature. It really does feel like two complete different humans, and I'm not sure if that's a normal feeling or not. It feels normal because that's how I have always felt, but not so sure if other people also feel that way. This might be one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen. Look at this. Okay, it does get deep. I thought I was gonna stay shallow. Look at this. I almost drowned one time in Canada. The rushing waters kind of freak me out. There's these really interesting rocks here that are just all scattered along the bank of the waterfall. It almost looks like maybe quartz or definitely some type of mineral stone. If anybody knows what this is, I think one of my favorite things is picking up rocks from places I've been. I have a whole collection back at home. But yeah, if anyone knows what this might be, let me know down in the comments. It's very hard. It's a hard rock. Possibly, I have no idea. I want to say quartz, but it's not. It doesn't have that like crystally sort of look to it. Possibly part of limestone. I'm not quite sure.